I live in a tree trunk, not just any tree trunk, but the oldest oak at the edge of Willowbend Wood. My name is Pip Twistle, and I am a tiny woodland sprite whose toes are always chilly because tree trunks Dan T come with slippers. The secret hollow is my home. A cozy chamber hollowed in the oak, glowing with soft moss carpets, acorn chandelier lights, and shelves carved from birch bark. I know every knothole, every whisper of the wood, and every creak of each twig that stretches into the sky above me. Most days are peaceful, filled with dewdrop breakfasts, leaf boats sailing on rain puddles, and watching sunbeams dust through the leaves. But one morning I woke to a sound that made me drop my acorn muffin and frown. Thump, scratch, something heavy or unhappy was inside the oak. My heart skipped a sparrow's beat. I tiptoed out of my moss bed, grabbed my wooden flute because scared sprites play music to feel brave, and sneaked to the hollow's back wall. There, a sliver of golden light winked through a crack I'd never noticed before. A small door, hidden behind a curling vine carved into the oak's bark. It must have opened overnight. With chattering curiosity, I pushed the door. Out stepped a figure small and green and dressed in patchwork bark. A springle, they're called in old tales. Her name was Bramble. She looked anxious. Her fingers trembled around a glowing pebble in her palm that pulsed like a heartbeat. "Hello," I whispered. "I live here," Bramble jerked. "Oh, I didn't know anyone lived in the trunk. I thought the secret hollow was just legend." I grinned. "It is also legend, but I live in it." "Who are you?" She bowed. "I'm Bramble Mossfoot. I come from the root tunnels under the grand oak. Something is wrong. The root tunnels are drying. The pebble I carry is a dropstoner magical stone that holds water light, but it's dimming. I need fresh spring water from the moonlit brook to recharge it." My mossy heart thudded. Without water, the root tunnels would crack, the oak would weaken, and the entire wood my home could suffer. "I'll help," I said, even though my toes were extra cold now from excitement. But bravery is warmer than slippers, I discovered. So Bramble and I clambered out of the hollow, across mossy roots, dewy undergrowth, and through ferns taller than me. We passed the sighing ferns who sigh every time a petal droops and tiptoe-toed. Pond where frogs kissed the lilies good morning. The forest smelled of wet earth, of mushrooms, of pine needles that smelled like memory. Moonlight shimmered on leaf and twig because the brook we sought was called Moonlit Brooklet, was said to shine even when the moon hid. But as we neared, I noticed something. The sound of water, usually gentle and singing, was faint. The brook's banks were dry in places, stones cracked, fish hiding under shadowed stones. Night glow moss that used to carpet the banks was dull. Bramble knelt by the edge, held up the dropstone. It glowed dimly, like a candle past its wax. "We're late," she whispered. I sat beside her, flute in hand, wanting to do something, anything. But suddenly, something scuttled in the leaves, a shadowy creature with glistening eyes. It was Mudmash Forest, gobbler of stories. He loves eating unexpected bits, forgotten mushrooms, dropped berries, even echoes, and lately, water echoes. Mudmash crept forward, tongue licking, toward the brook's last pool. I knew what he wanted, the sound, the echo of water, if he ate it. The brook would fall silent entirely, and the dropstone's glow would fade past recovery. I pulled Bramble's sleeve. He can't eat that sound. Bramble nodded, fear trembling her. Together, we rose. I lifted the flute and played a single note, soft and clear. A note of water, tralula. The brook echoed it back. Mudmash paused. It hissed, advanced a step. I played again. Bramble dropped the dropstone into the pool. The water swallowed it, the glow pulsing brighter as fish flicked. Water whispered, moss shivered, Mossmash recoiled, shrieking like a broom bristle. With a thunder of roots, the oak above creaked, leaves shaking. Mudmash hissed once more and scampered back into the thicket, upset by something living and bright and defiant. The brook's song returned, full, soft, shining. The water light danced across the dropstone. Bramble's face glowed. I breathed out a leaf-laced laugh. The world around us felt younger, charged with magic again. "Thank you," said Bramble, kneeling beside me. I thought the dropstone was lost. I handed her my flute. Water sings when someone listens. She smiled. We walked back through forest paths, now shimmering in moonlight, the oak trunk looming above us in grandeur. In the secret hollow, I placed the dropstone gently on a bark shelf. Its glow lit up the walls, the moss carpets, every nook. The oak trunk felt safe. Bramble stayed a while, sharing root tunnel stories of childhood sprites, underground fungi that glow, stories my own heart wished it knew. Then, before dawn touched sky, she slipped away through the hidden door. I curled back into my moss bed, flute at my side. My toes were still cold, but my heart felt warm, full, because I discovered something grand, that living in a tree trunk gives you roots, and helping someone protect the roots protects home. When morning came, birds sang brighter, sunbeams pranced through leaves, worms danced in earth things that love water were joyful. I live in a tree trunk and I guard it. I listen, I protect, and sometimes opening a little hidden door leads to saving more than you know.